Hello, and welcome to episode 84 of Uncovering the Corners of the World podcast. I'm your host, Karina Kosmala, using research and my personal experiences where I actually set foot. In some of these places, I'll be describing some of the unknown attractions in both the US and around the world, as well as share some of the hidden landmarks of some well-known attractions. On the last episode, we toured potato-themed attractions and delved into the history of Idaho. This week, we stopped by Pocatello, Shoshone, and Twin Falls to see other Idaho attractions. Dirt, grime, crumbs, dust bunnies are no match for powerful vacuums, soaps, and detergents. But even early civilizations found ways to keep their homes and clothes clean. Historically, cleaning traces its origins to 2800 BC, where archaeologists found that the Babylonians used soap-like materials with inscriptions that said, "fat boiled with ash." Other civilizations developed other methods of cleaning. We can thank the Egyptians, who were believed to have invented deodorant, who used spices such as citrus and cinnamon. But besides maintaining their own cleanliness, they kept their house and clothes clean with soaps, alcohol, and other mixtures that is similar to detergents and cleaning chemicals used in the modern age. It might seem as though not much has changed since then, as we walk through the first attraction this week, the Museum of Clean, located at 711 South 2nd Avenue in Pocatello, Idaho. The museum was founded by Don Aslett, the author of books, seminars, workshops, and television shows on the topic of clean. And the 74,000 square foot building is a collection of vacuum cleaning devices, beginning with the world's first vacuum cleaner from 1860, called the Daniel Hess Carpet Sweeper. There's also the 1902 first motor-powered vacuum that consisted of a carriage equipped with a machine that ran on petroleum and was pulled by horse. Besides vacuum, there's also exhibits titled The Orchestra of Clean, The Garden of Clean, Library of Clean, Kid Planet, Old English City, and the Toilet Collection. Next, we dig into the depths of Idaho to the world's largest ice cave, located at 1561 ID-75 in Shoshone, Idaho, is Shoshone Ice Caves. We descend 100 feet underground into the caves that measure 1,700 feet, 50 feet wide, and 45 feet in height, with a total elevation measuring 4,500 feet. No matter how cold or hot it is outside, the cave maintains 25 to 35 degrees Fahrenheit all year round. That's about -4 degrees Celsius to 2 degrees Celsius. 24,000 years ago, the ice cave was formed after the underground volcanic eruptions from Black Butte, which is an inactive volcano, created a lava tube, and then the cave froze the underground subterranean lake. Legend has it that Shoshone caves were found by accident when a young boy who was looking for his lost goat stumbled upon the ice caves in the 1880s. After more people heard about the ice, the people from the town of Shoshone, began to harvest it. In order to pull the ice out, they blasted a hole into the ice caves. This tactic caused the ice to melt as hot air began to flow into the caves. In the 1950s, a new owner, the Robinson family, tried to restore the caves by building man-made walls, trapping the cold air. The ice cave soon began to replenish itself. It is reported that there is over 300,000 tons of ice in the cave today. Besides the icicles hanging from the ceiling of the caves, there are tales of ghosts lurking in the shadows, such as Princess Idaho, a member of the Shoshone North American tribe who passed away and is believed to be buried in the ice, but whispers to visitors passing by, hoping that they would help free her. Towards the end of April/beginning of May, you can take a 45-minute tour of the cave that is available from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 days a week, and find out if the cave is actually haunted. Next, we drive over to a waterfall that may not be as famous as Niagara Falls in New York, but is definitely greater than Niagara Falls. Located at 4155 Shoshone Falls grade in Twin Falls, Idaho, is Shoshone Falls Park, home to the Shoshone Waterfall. Carving its way through a deep basalt canyon on the Snake River down to the Columbia River is Shoshone Falls. Basalt is an igneous rock that is made of plagioclase and pyroxene materials. Shoshone Falls commonly is referred to as Niagara of the West, possibly to its large size, where it stands 212 feet tall and 900 feet wide. However, it is 45 feet taller than Niagara Falls. Depending on the rainfall, the waterfall can flow up to 32,000 cubic feet per second. This natural waterfall was believed to have been formed towards the end of the Pleistocene Ice Age, when Lake Bonneville, that covered the Great Basin, overflowed through the Red Rock Pass and into the Snake River, the ninth longest river in the United States. This event was known as the Bonneville Flood and eroded sections of the Snake River Canyon. About 14,000 years ago, it is believed that the Shoshone Falls was a sacred place for Native American tribes, and the falls were named after the Lemhi Shoshone tribe. Fast forward to the 19th century, and Shoshone Falls served as a landmark for European settlers and explorers. Shoshone Falls is located about 5 miles east of the I.B. Perrine Bridge, which takes us to the last attraction for this week. Measuring 1,500 feet long, the Perrine Bridge stretches the canyon about 500 feet above the Snake River. The bridge is named after the founder, I.B. Perrine. The bridge is the 8th tallest bridge in the United States, and it's also a popular destination for base jumping, which is an acronym that stands for Building, Antenna, Span, and Earth. It's an extreme sport where highly trained athletes jump from tall, man-made structures. The 4-lane bridge also has pedestrian walkways, giving visitors a view of the river, sheer cliffs, the Blue Lakes, waterfalls, a park, and 2 golf courses. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you're interested in learning more about the Museum of Clean, check out the website museumofclean.com. If you're curious about the Shoshone Ice Caves, check out the website shoshoneIcecaves.com, littlehouseofhorrors.com, and the website visitsouthern.idaho.com. If you're interested in reading more about the Shoshone Falls, check out the website epod.usra.edu/blog about Idaho's Shoshone Falls, Niagara of the West, and worldatlas.com on Shoshone Falls. Lastly, if you're thinking about visiting the I.B. Perrine Bridge, check out the websites idahomammothcave.com and visitsouthIdaho.com. Have a great week.